Hello, I'm Fantastic and Fantastic, and today I'm joined by the ravishing Ramen and the wonderful WetTheSystem, and together they are going to be carrying me once again through the brand new descent. So there is a requirement checklist on the screen, but WetTheSystem will talk us through the general idea.
So first off, let's give a thanks to Ramen and Insomnia, and I believe Elmiru as well, for a lot of the ideas and theory crafting behind this 3-player carry. It's a little bit more complex for the 3rd player than the Rashana carry was, but it's still quite easy, and actually it's more consistent than the Rashana carry. So it's going to rely on some interesting leader skills and gravity cheese. Everyone loves gravity cheese.
Oh yes, I did something like that in my solo clear. It was great. I used 2 Diabluses. So what's the strategy for this floor here?
So we're going to unlock the board and make some red orbs using the Rathalos equipped Sun Core. And then we're going to activate a Fujin active so that we provide a 2-turn Fujin so that Ramen's team will have it ready. And then we just combo a little bit to make sure we hit our damage thresholds. The reason we're using double Hino here is that Hino actually has enough auto follow-up attack to overcome that center spawn, so you don't have to deal with his bad stuff for breaking his super resolve.
Yep, makes sense. And Ramen, what do you do on this floor?
Okay, this floor I think it's about 30 shields, so I still have the 30 left.
Okay,
so
I can't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, you're chopping a little bit. So he's going to use the Lajoa assist equip to create a board where he can do several TPAs, because a lot of his damage is TPA based with Zayrog Core and Zeus Verse.
Sounds good.
And like I said, he's utilizing the Fujin active that I used on the previous floor. Lajoa does give a shield. Yeah, thank you, Insomnia. Which lets him survive the preemptive attack from floor 3.
Yep. And then I can swipe and kill, I'm pretty sure.
So Pixel Flammy is important because he gets a 30x multiplier with a full board of reds. And the Sakura is stacked with a bunch of dragon killers.
You're still terribly choppy, unfortunately. WetTheSystem's voice will be the one gracing this video, I feel.
Alright. Exactly.
Okay, so on this floor, I'm going to activate Katone, which is on my helper. And then we're using Erd to drop me back below 50%. And I believe I only need the 1 red match. But we fly through that floor as well.
All the killers in Red Athena add up. Thank you, forgot your pants, I appreciate it. So what horrible nonsense occurs on this floor?
So, Hoppo is this adorable little frosty A10 held in ice, and he's going to test you to thaw him out. In order to thaw him out, you need to match at least 6 combos and match red orbs. So one of the difficult things he does at the very beginning is he does locked orbs, which will make it where you can't orb change. So hence the perfect 15 by 15 board with the L setup. He also gives you, the previous floor gives you a Skyfall buff, quote unquote, that doesn't allow you to get any red orbs. So you have to be able to make red orbs each time. So
I use Leyland, which makes red orbs, and even though I can't match green for whatever reason, I still can overcome whatever nonsense this is. Because I get +3 combos, it just makes it much easier.
Yep, so you pass the test. And then I'm gonna clear that nonsense with Saris equipped on my Surga. And then use a Mashigan myself. And we're just gonna match. And pass the final test. And Mashigan is really the best choice for here because it'll never be light unmatchable.
And it's always that perfect 15-15 board which you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
So you always
So
will
with
have.
normal bicolors, with normal bicolors, you can get orb trolled and only have 3 or 4 combos, sometimes less.
So then how are we going to overcome this part here? Because there's so much wonderful stuff occurring.
The highest amount of skill possible. We're going to use 2 Diabloses, who will deal 25% pure damage each. And then 2 Zeus Verses, which I believe do 35% pure damage.
And it's enough to kill. Well done, no matching required. Outstanding. That was wonderful. Thank you so much for helping me get another Hoppo. And I'll make sure I plug in Ramen and WetTheSystem's information down below. And will you be doing carries again?
Yeah, I'm going to probably post a thread tonight. We're going to be doing them on Friday. We'll clean up stragglers on the waitlist on Saturday.
Sounds good. So, hopefully all the Mantastic Day. Make sure you reach out to Ramen and WetTheSystem if you want to get carried with very little skill involved. And get yourself a bunch of Hoppos. Happy puzzling.